Ukraine is getting stronger and preparing a big counteroffensive. Russia hides real losses and almost collapses, but still prepare the last thing that they have – nuclear weapons. Well, you are at Yakovlev Twins channel, and this is news for last week. As you know, Russians like to get attached with dates and events. So they massively fired Ukraine on St. Nicholas Day, and of course on New Year Eves and throughout all the holidays. You know, New Year in Russia at the festival table looks like footage of destroyed residential buildings of Ukrainians and civilian deaths. On December 31, the large massive rocket attack was launched over Ukraine. And the Russian rockets hit an ordinary hotel in the center of Kyiv, many private houses, kindergartens and schools. I guess it doesn't look like military objects, does it? Anyway, according to official information, those were Russian missiles X-101, the coordinates of which are entered in advance. So it means that it wasn't an accidental fall of a Russian rocket, it was a deliberate hit. Furthermore, on New Year Eve, December 41, January 1st, just for this night, our Ukrainian air defense system destroyed about 45 Iranian kamikaze drones that was launched by Russia from the territory both of Russia and Belarus. And for this holiday night, just in Kyiv, our air defense forces shot down about 32 targets. And as a result of this night shelling of capital by Russians, the energy infrastructure facilities were damaged. But successfully we have some solution for that. Ukraine plans to build a small power plants in order to decentralized energy system. Hopefully it should help us because it will be difficult to damage. According to some sources, including oppositionist and ex-minister of culture in Belarus, Russia has deployed nuclear weapons in Belarus and Crimea. Those territories are considered by Putin for carrying out nuclear provocations. For today, the occupiers hold several types of nuclear weapons carriers and vehicles. Russian terrorists continue to bring their troops to Belarus. So Belarus continues to be stuffed with Russian military equipment and personnel. The risk of new invasion from Belarus and at the same time from other directions is increasing more and more. But we believe in our armed forces of Ukraine and our partners, so our Ukrainian multi-level defense system won't allow the enemy to go further than the border with Belarus. British intelligence confirms that Russian offensive in Bakhmut has failed. Ukrainian armed forces restrain the invaders. For example, several hundred occupiers were liquidated in Makivka. Furthermore, the military headquarters of European Union assessed the losses of Russia after February 24, and it's about 60% of tanks and 250,000 soldiers. But of course, Russians are so stupid and Russia isn't planning to stop the war against Ukraine. But as I said previously, Russia is planning new offensives. And our deputy head of the Minister of Defense of Ukraine reports that it will be really difficult to warn in advance about new Russian invasion because Russian authorities make decisions at the last time because they always have several scenarios of their actions and never can choose the one. Putin recorded a New Year's address or congress for Russians. On the background of Russian soldiers, well, house soldiers, fake clowns, which he used not for the first time. And you can see the photos. Different period, different places, different events, but faces are still the same. I guess it's time to change the actors. Also, Putin has ordered a unilateral ceasefire by Russian troops on January 6 to 7, the Orthodox Christmas. Although Russia planned to blow up several churches in Donetsk region. Well, if you pay attention in history, I guess everyone, or most of people know that Ukraine used to celebrate Christmas in December. But Soviet Union deliberately made this, especially for temporarily occupied churches of Ukraine, I mean in the past years, that Ukrainians started to celebrate Christmas in January, like Russians do, in order to separate Ukraine from European countries. Well, the truce was rejected as a cynical trap and element of propaganda. Keep the hypocrisy to yourself. That was a reaction of Ukraine, United States and leaders of European Union. Because everyone already knows, as soon as Russia asks about negotiations or truce, it means that they need time to rest, regroup and attack again. Based on the result of conversation between President Zelensky and President of European Union Ursula von der Leyen, the Ukraine-European Union summit will be held in Kyiv on February 3rd. Also, from the good news, it should be noted that Ukraine confiscated 17 billion hryvnias from Russian banks. And this money will be used to restore the destroyed facilities by Russians. And about recovery. The Kyiv regional administration showed the result of reconstruction of school, kindergartens, housing complexes that was damaged or destroyed by Russians, especially at the beginning of the war. In total, in Kyiv region, more than 5,000 objects has already renovated and more than 3,000 objects partly renovated. Well, the last interesting news for today. According to Wall Street Journal, Ukraine has created a military control network that the United States has been working on for decades. Ukraine's success in creating a virtual command and control system on the fly offers valuable lessons for the Western partners. Also, the ice broke up. France will transfer to Ukraine a really gorgeous military vehicle, IMX C. And this will be the first time when Ukrainian armed forces will get Western-style tank. In addition, Biden said that the United States is considering the possibility of providing Ukraine with Bradley. Also, Germany will join the United States and will supply Ukraine with Patriot air defense system. As this is not the full list of the military vehicles and equipment that our partners will provide us. Well, I guess it's time for Ukraine to rise, especially that the Ukrainian army will go on a large-scale counteroffensive this winter. The victory is really, really close to us. Last year, 2022, we had neither spring nor summer nor autumn. However, the past year has given us the confidence in our own abilities. We proved to ourselves and to the whole other world the ability not only to resist the fiercest enemy, but also to defeat him. This year, 2023, will be the year of our victory. So, glory to Ukraine, to our partners, to all of us.